Hi Libra, welcome to January 2019 and Happy New Year! Woohoo! It's the new year. Now, a lot is happening for you in January, and we have a very big focus in Capricorn, which brings the action to your home, where you live, your inner being, how you nurture yourself, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, your personal power. And we have Pluto in this area. Now, Pluto's been in this area for quite some time. And Saturn's been in this area now for over a year. Mercury joins the party on the 4th. And the Sun and the Moon are coupled together in here. And so we have a mega conjunction in Capricorn happening in your foundation area, your home, and this is the first one. There's going to be another one, December 26, 2019. So at the end of the year. So we get one right at the beginning, and then we get another one, which will be a lunar eclipse in July here. So for some of you, are you moving? Are you thinking of moving? What's going on in the home? Are people moving out? Are people moving in? What's happening? There's a lot going on here for you. And it is about building a new life, because these first 4 months in 2019 and the entire year, you're setting the foundation for the next 20 years. And that has to do with this Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter, which will join them at the end of the year when Jupiter moves into Capricorn. We're initiating this new 20-year cycle starting now, here in January 2019. And for you, it's in your foundation. Now, it can be a bit challenging because Capricorn squares Libra and Aries. And so it is about cleaning house. It is about building a new life. And one of the messages is to stop settling for less than what you deserve. So Saturn will show you where you're tolerating, putting up with situations that may not be good for you or right for you. This eclipse, this Capricorn solar eclipse, is about leadership and self-mastery and strategy. And you want to be thinking about, how can I play the long game here? And what am I doing now that can build for the future? Because, you know, Saturn will be moving into Aquarius next year, which is very harmonious for you. And he'll be making things perhaps even easier for you at that time. Here it can feel a bit challenging because he's at the bottom of the chart. He's really going over and into your foundation, how you nurture yourself, you know, how you believe in yourself, how you strengthen yourself. And if you're not doing those things, then that's going to be shown too, where, you know, you might be codependent with others. For some of you, you know, too codependent in your relationships, and now there's problems, there's challenges, and Saturn is saying, okay, well, let's work through this. Let's work on this. You know, how can you create balance within yourself so that you are meeting your own needs and taking care of business, your own personal business, what's right for you. And so this is Saturn examines and tests wherever he's at. We're all getting hit with this. We're all getting this wonderful solar eclipse energy. Just depends on where it lands and how it hits us. And I have a lot of Libra in my progress chart. And so I have this too in my progressed chart. And it is about building a strong foundation. That doesn't mean you don't have a strong foundation. I guess it also means about building one at wherever you are. You know, it's like, okay, so let's rebuild it, or let's build a new one. And how can we, you know, build a better life? How can we build a better business? How can we build more happiness into our life? So perhaps one way is to beautify your space, you know, make your home more beautiful, or where you work more beautiful. You know, beauty, you're ruled by Venus, which is all about beauty. So putting beauty into your life, putting things that make you feel beautiful, or you look at them and you feel beauty, can really enhance your space that you're in. And your attitude and your mood can help with that as well. And that's good news, because this is going to be challenging. The Sun merges with Saturn on the 2nd, so it's like right there as we go in. And then it merges with Pluto on the 11th. You know, there could be power struggles going on with family members. And then it squares off with Uranus on the 18th, and see Mercury follows the same path. And so it's going to be an interesting dynamic month. There can be some power struggles. Now, you have Mars and Aries in the area of relationships for you. So if you notice that, you know, there's some people are like losing it in this energy. Because remember, everybody gets hit with this astrology. Whether you believe in astrology or not, you're still under the influences. And so we're all getting impacted with these energies. And with Mars in this area, there could be, you know, even your partner or someone in your family or you work with, they just like lose it. You know what I mean? Like, rah, they go on a tirade and it just shocks you. You're like, whoa, where did that come from? Well, it's been building. And they might have reached a breaking point within themselves, within their life, where maybe they just tolerated, and now with Mars in Aries, they're just like, I'm not having it. Roar. Just step back. Don't get involved. Just go about your merry way. You've got enough going on with you. You don't want to get caught up in the brouhaha that's going to be happening for all of us here in January. These are not light energies. These are intense, powerful transits that change the course of life. One minute you're on this path, flip a coin, you wake up the next day, you're on another path. For some of us, it can be that dramatic. Now, if you're on the path you're supposed to be on, it may not be that dramatic. It may be, I'm going to change how I'm doing things. I'm going to paint my house. I'm going to move. I'm going, you know, whatever. I'm going to get a dog. You know, something where you make a big change here in January and you clean house. And maybe you move people out. You know, maybe, you know, for some of you, you have adult children that have been living, you know, at home, and, you know, now they're approaching their 40s. And you're just like, you gotta go. Get your own place. And, you know, it'll be unique for each person because everybody is on their own path. We just know as astrologers that this is going to be a very busy month with a lot of action, a lot of intensity, and it's a game changer. You know, we're setting the foundation for the next 20 years. And if you're on the right path, you're going to be going along, even if there's some bumps. There's definitely some bumps in here. Woo, there's a bump. But you're still on the same path. For others, if it's time to be on a new path, you're going to be shifted here in January. You're going to find yourself in a new job, in a new location, in a new, maybe you're single, maybe you're married, you know, whatever it is, you know, is it's going to be this new start, this new beginning. And you want to open up to the new horizons that are coming for you. And especially in February, because that's when things move into your sister sign, Aquarius, well, it starts here in January too, but it really, gets going in February for you. So you want to clean house now so that you're ready for the juicy good stuff that could be coming your way here late January, February, which is really good. Now, your avatar, Venus, moves into Sagittarius on the 7th. And that's really good news because Sagittarius sextiles any planet you have in Libra. And she meets up with the fairy godfather, Jupiter. So it's like you have your fairy godmother and your fairy godfather blessing you. And this is really good. Now, I'll come back to this. Another good thing that's happening is Uranus stations direct on the 7th. Yay! Why is that good? Because all the planets are direct until March 6th when Mercury turns retrograde. And this is the time to launch something new, to begin something new. This is the best time to move forward in any new direction you want to go in, because all the planets have a forward movement, and that promotes your progress and makes the road easier when we're starting something new or launching something new or beginning something new. Now is the time to do it. January 7th through March 6th. And with Venus in Sagittarius, this is really good because she's going to merge with Jupiter here in January, and that can be blessing you in many ways. And it's fantastic. It's a fabulous energy. But it is going to be a bit rocky in here for all of us because the Sun couples with Saturn on the 2nd, then it couples with Pluto on the 11th, and then it's challenged by Uranus on the 18th, and Mercury follows the same path. And so it's going to be a dynamic month. Now, another powerful energy that's in here is Jupiter is squaring Neptune, January 13th, June 16th, and September 21st. Now, we're seeing this in the world. We're seeing this with the leaders of the world fighting with each other and everybody being right and not helping each other, and it's affecting the stock markets, it's slowing down the economy. It's not good because we're all in this together. And even if we don't agree with someone's policies, we want to work together so that we can create the win-win and move things forward. And there's no reason why our economies should not be booming. There's no reason why our economies should not be thriving. And part of it has to do with this, with Neptune in Pisces and Jupiter in its own sign, Sagittarius. People are going to take a stand for what they believe in and not budge, and that's not good. It's not helpful, and it is going to be challenging to navigate. And we don't want to get righteous and delusional about our righteousness, and that is what could be happening. It creates hysteria. That's why the stock market's going up and down, and just people getting hysterical. And it's stupid because the economics are really good, and those are the facts. The numbers are really good. Fact. And so we should be going by facts rather than emotion. However, these energies promote emotion rather than reality. And so you want to, avoid drama where you can. Don't gossip, because this is an energy where you could get caught up in gossiping. You want to be careful about that. Don't, you can make the most karma right here in your life. This is where we make the most karma, by the things we say. So, make no karma could be your mantra for January. I make no karma. Okay, and so now the Sun enters Aquarius on the 20th, your sister sign. Yay! This is good news. And the next day we have the total Leo lunar eclipse on the 21st. And this is very favorable for you because Aquarius is in harmony with you and Leo sextiles you. So here comes all the positive energy. So if you do the work during the Capricorn dig out, at the first 3 weeks, by the 20th, in the last 10 days of the month, you can really reap the rewards of your hard work and what you've been laboring on and what you've been really working towards. And this is an interesting eclipse because it's a total lunar eclipse, and you have Uranus very late in Aries, forming a grand square with it because Pallas Athena, the goddess of wisdom and truth and wise strategy, is in Libra, and she's working with you. She's helping you. And she's being opposed by Uranus, and they're both squaring the moon and sun at the time of the Leo lunar eclipse, which is pretty wild. But it could be a lot of fun too. And for you, it's about looking at your goals. Are your goals still valid for you? Saturn wants to know, because Saturn is the one that brings you to what you really want. However, if our heart's not in it, then is it really what you want? So think about what you really want. Is your heart in it? Is your heart still in the job? Is your heart still in the business? Is your heart still in the group you belong to? Your hopes and wishes, what you're dreaming about, what you want to see happen in 2019, in the next 3 years, in the next 20-year cycle. What do you want to see happen? This is a wonderful time to focus on a new goal, on a new purpose. It's also a time to complete a project. There's something you can be completing in here. Now, for some of you, this could be a time where you're attracted to an unusual person, or someone who's very unusual comes into your life. And it's not about committed relationship. It's about maybe learning something new about yourself. That, wow, I'm really attracted to this person who's very different than me. But what does that mean for me? And embrace it. Like, the message in here for you is to embrace the strange. Uranus is the strange. And you'll see that even more next month. Is, woo, I've got strange in my life, but I kind of like it. The universe is serving up strange, and I kind of like it, you know? So just play with it and have fun. It's interesting to see, you know, because it's going to be surprising. This Uranus brings the wild card, and he's activating the moon, and he's activating the sun, and it's in the area of romance, true love, creative self-expression for you. And so it can be where you are just like, I don't know. I was just, you know, at the coffee shop, or I was just hanging online, and then all of a sudden this person shows up, and it's fun, and it's interesting, and it's exciting. And you need that right now, you know, because you're doing a lot of heavy lifting in the personal area, in the inner being, and in the home. And if you've got some nice, fun distractions going on the outside, why not? Why not have some fun with it and see where it goes? And, you know, not everything has to be a committed relationship. Not everything has to be, you know, for marriage, partnership, long-term partnership. Sometimes people come into our life for a brief period just to show us something we need to see and remind us that life is for the living and having fun, and not just for the working, not just to work. And why not? I think it's really cool. Now, another really cool thing in here is Venus is coupled with Jupiter at the time of the Leo lunar eclipse. And that can be very lucrative for you, especially if you're involved in any kind of communication. If you are a teacher, a speaker, a writer, a producer, a manager, have your own business, a publisher, you know, broadcasting, podcasting, producing. Fantastic energy for that. And you can even find allies that want to help you, because Mars in Aries is in harmonious energy flow with Venus and Jupiter, which is very beneficial and helpful. Challenge comes in as Neptune is challenging Venus with Jupiter. So that's that. Got to watch out, because there could be some sort of power struggle going on at work where people have difference of opinions, different perspectives, and they're not finding that middle ground. People are entrenched in their belief and path, and not listening to how we could create this win-win together, how we can do this together and create prosperity for everyone. However, it's very successful and prosperous for you. And this is, happens once a year. And it's in an area that is going to be promoting you, because it sextiles any planets you have in Libra. So this is very promising. Venus coupled with Jupiter, and that's, you'll feel that the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd, through like the 24th, the 25th. Very positive and great for communication, great for social media, great for anything that you do, conversations, and a very supportive, positive energy for the Libras. Then Mercury enters Aquarius on the 24th, and this is good news, because now we're starting to move into that Aquarius energy, which can be more creative and dynamic and fun for you. And then we finish off the month with a very good aspect between Saturn, reality, sextile Neptune, dreaming, creativity. January 31st, it goes exact. June 18th, it goes exact. November 8th. So this is good, because this can counter the Jupiter challenge by Neptune energy. And this is where Saturn can help you make your dreams real. So if you have a home-based business, or you work from home, or whatever you do for work, Saturn can help you facilitate the process of your creativity, of what you're working on, and make it real, make it tangible. So it's like, I've got this dream, and now Saturn's saying, okay, well, do this and do this. And that way you can make this dream real, and you can make it practical and useful for yourself and for others, which is very exciting. For those of you open for love, we do see this in here for you this month and next month, especially next month. It's starting this month, but it's going to be on next month too. So see what happens, see who shows up, because it could be someone who's very unusual, someone that you don't typically go for, but you are really attracted to this person, and embrace the strange is what I'm getting here. Embrace the difference. That's how we learn. If we keep hanging out with everybody who's just like us and thinks like us and talks like us, then how do we learn anything new? And how do we learn anything new about ourselves? Money will be good in here for you. Venus is helping you with that, and so is Jupiter. So money looks good. And if you complete that project, there could be, a big payoff for you here in January going into February. Not seeing so much of a big focus on career. It's more about your goals, your foundation, what you're building right now, but that will come. And, it's kind of good, because you've got a lot going on with you, which means you don't need to put a lot of energy there, because things are going well. Things are taking care of themselves. And so you don't have to put a lot of focus into the career. You can put that focus into self and what you need to build a strong foundation, so that you can have an amazing career, an amazing business, and whatever it is you do. And always spiritually, take that time to listen. Take that time to meditate. Take that time to get out into nature and connect with beautiful Gaia, who can nourish and nurture you. You do have the North Node in Cancer in that area of career and destiny in the world. So, it is about you moving forward in your plans, in whatever it is you do, in your career, in your business that you own. And that's going to be over the next couple of years. And then in July, when the Cancer eclipse is going on in there, That's going to be a doorway opening for you too, in a major way. So July is going to be a very important time for you too, just like January is. And the more you build yourself, the more you can do in the world. The more you can follow that North Node in Cancer. The more you take care of you, the more available you are to grow your business, move up in what you're doing, and see the fruits of your hard work. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my videos. Libra, you're rockin' awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel, and it lets you know when I upload. And I'm getting ready to launch my Wealthy Biz Masterclass, my Wealthy Biz Goddess Masterclass. I'll be doing a free webinar at the end of the month. If you'd like to learn more about it, you sign up for my email. The link is below in the Show More section. And when you do, you get a free gift, the 7 Secrets to Magic Money Making. So until next time, Libra, you're building a new life.